Okay, the first thing you have to do is disconnect this wiring to the back, your lights, and don't forget there's a ground that goes to the frame. You're going to need to borrow a few people or use a front end loader to remove this bed. It's quite heavy. 4 bolts hold it down. I'm sorry, 8 bolts, 4 in the back, 4 in the front. The ones in the front had some corrosion and they didn't come out easily, but they finally got those out. Frame originally looked like this, but I've been sanding, cleaning, and painting for now. Make it look a little better. The rear shackles are easy. Just break these 2 bolts loose, replace the old shackle with a new one. The spring mounts, what you have to do is drill a center pilot hole in each rivet, then a larger one, same diameter as the rivet itself. I believe it's around 3/8. Then I used a chisel to break those off. Did the other side, it wasn't too bad. Also here on the driver's side, your emergency cables, I had to grind a slot to pull these out, and the new mounts come with a bracket that I don't know where to put it. The instructions aren't very clear to mount this one here with a tension on it. So I'm gonna drill these out and clean and paint, and then mount the new spring mount. Okay, just drill the pilot holes in each rivet using about a 1/8 bit, 1/8 to 3/16. Don't forget the fuel tank's behind here, probably about 5-6 inches. I wrapped the hose with wet towels, protect myself. You never know what a spark will do. So I'm going to use a larger bit now to wind that hole, and then use a chisel and a heavy sledge to break those off. Okay, I drilled and drove the rivets out. Here's the heads. Next thing I'll do is wire brush it, clean it, paint it, and start mounting the new hardware to it. Okay, other than torquing the bolts, I have one side, the passenger side, on. The other side, where the fuel tank is, it's been way more difficult because the fuel tank is hard to reach in the back to get the washers and the nuts back there, or the bolts. So I'll probably finish that tomorrow and hopefully have it on the ground. Okay, the rear kit is installed. The mount over here by the fuel tank was the hardest to reach. The bolts and the nuts in the back. Passenger side wasn't bad. Did a little paint touch up here and there, and I'm about to have the bed picked up by my neighbor's tractor. And it looks like the frame dropped probably 2.5 inches. That's without the load of the bed itself. So we'll see what it looks like with the bed on it, and take it out on the street and do the remeasuring. Okay, the bed is back on. I need to bolt it down, hook up the wiring, hook up the fuel nozzle to the side of the bed. It brought it down a little. I think it's subtle. I should have done the 4-6 drop, but I still want to use it as a truck. So I'll bolt this down to get it back on the street and do my measurements. Okay, here's how the 4-inch drop worked out. It's not 4 inches, more like 3.25. I have not installed the front springs yet. I'm not sure if I will or not, because if I drop the front more, I think it'll return to the same brake that it had. So not sure what I'll do now. Maybe I'll remove these springs and cut one ring off, one loop off. On that, I believe it looks pretty good as it is. I would recommend you go ahead and do the 4-6 drop, the 6 inches in the rear, which is the axle flip, and the 4 inches in the front, maybe a 5 in the front. It would be, I think it would look a lot better, but that's just my opinion. As it is now, it's a good truck, and I can still use it. I'm not going to remove the overload springs to drop it more. I was told I could do that, to drop it a little more and then drop the front with the springs. Okay, thanks. Let me know what you think. I'm going to start this YouTube channel and do mostly regular cab pickup trucks. Short bed, long bed, flat beds. I like the regular cabs. They're not very practical, but they look great. So thanks for watching.